Hello, I'm so excited that you're here for the Willful Wellness VIP membership walkthrough. If you watched the previous version of this video, please stay tuned because I did make changes. I added new content, I added challenges to the group, and also the membership structure is different. So just to kind of give you a little background, this VIP membership is specifically for those of us with chronic illnesses, autoimmune diseases, symptoms, and conditions. And the reason why I created this membership specifically with those of us with chronic illness is because we have different struggles and challenges as we're going through life and trying to navigate this road to recovery than people who don't have chronic illness. And a lot of times, if a person hasn't experienced chronic illness for themselves, they don't really understand what we're going through. Also, a lot of times with chronic illness, you can feel isolated because, especially if you're not being supported with your doctor or your medical provider, which a lot of times happens with those of us with chronic illness because the conventional medical model does not, treat those of us with chronic illness very well. It's just not, it's not the way that that medical model is structured. In addition, it can be very frustrating because, when you're used to living your life a certain way and being able to function a certain way, and all of a sudden chronic illness hits you, people are expecting you to still be able to do everything that you previously were able to do. You are expecting that you're able to do all the things that you previously were able to do. But, many times that's just not the reality. Your body is not at that level. You're feeling fatigue, you're feeling pain, you're not sleeping properly, you're not digesting properly. And so how can you possibly be able to go through your daily life the way that you were before chronic illness? But a lot of people who haven't experienced that firsthand don't really understand that. And it is hard to, kind of come to terms with that when you're first experiencing chronic illness. So anyway, this VIP membership is for those of us who are living that in our daily lives and who have to take special, actions, and make, special changes so that we can get back to functioning and living life fully. And a lot of times that does include, dietary changes, lifestyle modifications, and again, with the chronic illnesses, a lot of times the conventional medical model doesn't know how to address that. So this group is really to save you time, money, and energy. It's also here to support you so you don't feel isolated in your journey. And it's also here so that you can find a roadmap, or a blueprint to kind of guide you on your path. So just a little background about me. I was first, really affected by chronic illness 7 years ago. It was a very kind of overnight thing for me where I developed a mystery illness. I can go into way more detail on that, on a different video, but basically doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They kept testing me and telling me I was fine. All my labs were, normal according to them. And so for years, this went on where I was turned away from doctor after doctor. I was sent to, many different specialists, and they all told me I was fine. It was just stress, and they just wrote me prescription after prescription to deal with symptom after symptom. Finally, I was just disgusted and I was feeling awful. I was, failing in my life because I wasn't able to function, and I was failing in my marriage, because I was so fatigued and depressed and, just upset. And, my husband wasn't really as supportive back then because he didn't understand what I was going through. And anyway, I was finally diagnosed after I did my own research and I paid a doctor out of pocket to do the necessary tests to diagnose me with my autoimmune disease, Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I was also diagnosed with low vitamin D at that time, or, vitamin D deficiency. And then I went on to my, on my journey of finding a functional medicine doctor, finding the root cause of my autoimmune issues, dealing with my leaky gut, and so on and so forth. So the point is that this was a 7-year journey for me. That's ridiculous. It should not take a person 7 years from feeling symptoms and being dysfunctional in their daily life to finally being functional again. And not only did it take me, years, it took me, hours and hours and hours of research. It took me thousands of dollars of doctor's appointments, lab tests, other kinds of tests that I had done, and in addition, basically programs and recipes and cookbooks, and I mean, the list goes on. I have exhausted so much time, energy, and money on my road to recovery, that it's frankly, it's kind of upsetting to think back how much time, money, and energy I've had to essentially waste just to get to feel like a functional human again. And so that's why I created this VIP membership. It's for those of us who, are feeling the struggles of chronic illness, who need that support system, who need that extra, help with meal planning, shopping lists, recipe guides, who are looking for that blueprint for the road to recovery, what to do next. And also who, people who are looking for that community of like-minded people, of people that are going through, a similar journey and know what you're going through. So just to kind of move on, I don't want this video to go too long. So what you get out of this VIP membership is weekly meal plans, shopping lists, and recipe guides. And I'll show you the blueprint for the membership in a little bit here, but it does kind of follow a theme. So the weekly meal plans, shopping lists, and recipe guides kind of go along with the group challenges that we're doing twice a month. And then the daily posts are again kind of thematic for those with those challenges and meal plans bi-monthly. So there will also be weekly group coaching calls, and the way that works is I will put out a link, and whoever can get on the live call can go ahead and jump on. And then for those who aren't able to get on the live call, you can listen to the recorded call. And then again, there'll be group challenges twice a month, and then the daily post to support you on your road to recovery. And then there's this community of people who understand what you're going through and are here to cheer you on and to say, yes, I understand. I know how you're feeling, or, yes, I've been through that. This was my experience. So the unit section is where I have the mini classes. So these mini classes, again, this is here for your information. This is here for your for you to dive deep into the things that interest you and the things you want to learn more about. I did set it up so that you can start here with the goal setting. There's a goals worksheet, and I do recommend this because it helps you to get a clear vision of what you want out of the membership, and what you're trying to really focus on. And one of the things that we are going to talk about quite a bit in this group is mindset, because mindset is huge. If you can really kind of focus your mind on where you want to see yourself and kind of visualize and actually plan out the steps to get yourself to where you want to be, you have a much higher chance of being successful than if you just kind of wing it. So anyway, the autoimmunity mini class is next, and then there's anti-inflammatory diet, leaky gut, candida, sleep hygiene, and essential oils. And these first four, the autoimmunity, anti-inflammatory diet, leaky gut, and candida, all have a meal plan, shopping list, and recipe guide that goes with it. And these are in the group already, so as soon as you join, you get access to those four. The additional weekly meal plans, shopping lists, and recipe guides will be shared with the group, kind of on an ongoing basis from week to week. So I just want to show you basically how these mini classes work. There's a series of posts, and then you just go through and you click see more, and you just read the little post, and then you can click the done button, and then that shows you your progress up on top. Again, this is not meant to be, you don't have to be a completionist and go through every single post and click every single done button. If you want to, you certainly can. I think it will help to give you, some additional background information, especially kind of filling in those gaps of information that a lot of conventional medical doctors don't explain or discuss, or maybe they don't even have time to go over in their 15-minute appointments that they have with us. So anyway, then here's the 7-day autoimmune paleo meal plan, shopping list, and recipe guide. And this is basically what it looks like. It has the Monday through Sunday meals, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and then when they're grayed out like this, it means that you cooked it here and then you ate it here, basically batch cooking, which I highly recommend for saving time, money, and energy. And then you have your shopping list, and then the recipes follow. So to make it easier, instead of having to scroll through the unit section and find these meal plans at the end, you can just go to the file section, and all of the different meal plans and worksheets and other downloadables will be in this file section for you. And that's where I'll be putting the weekly meal plans, shopping lists, and recipe guides in the future. I will, of course, organize them in the unit section, but then you can just download them in the files section. So then moving on, I just wanted to show you the blueprint of the VIP membership so you can see what, what the plan is as far as those themes that I was kind of mentioning. So this week 1 will start March 1st. And so this first blue section is March. The first 2 weeks, the challenge will be healthy mornings. The meal plans will be easy slow cooker and energy boost. And then the post topics for these 2 weeks will be evening habits for better health. And then the second 2 weeks of March are better sleep. That's the challenge, the group challenge. And then the meal plan will be Sleep Well 1 and Sleep Well 2. And then the post topics are tips for a good night's sleep. And then it just goes on, this is the blueprint. I think this goes through October, telling you what the challenge is, the accompanying meal plan, and then the supportive posts that go along with that. So then I just want to show you kind of what it looks like as far as the challenges. So this is the landing page, and you can go ahead and click the link to look at this information as well. And I do want to mention that there is an early bird special right now. You do get 20% off per month when you sign up before March 1st. So right now it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. It's the 14th. So you do have 2 weeks left to sign up to get that 20% off per month with the early bird special. Anyway, so this just talks about, the meal plans, and so here's the challenges and the daily posts. This kind of tells you what you can expect. So for instance, the healthy morning rituals. This is what the challenge posts will basically look like, and and then there'll be information that goes along with it to say, day 1, setting your intentions, and then, what does that mean, and how do you do that, and why is that beneficial? Day 2, positive affirmations, and then gentle stretching, hydrate your body, and so on. And so that's how the challenge posts will be set up. And then again, the daily posts basically go along with that challenge. And so these are the 8 challenge themes, March through June, as I had shown you previously on the blueprint. And you can pause the video and just look this over if you want to, get into a little bit more of the detail of how the group will be set up as far as the structure of the challenge, the meal plans, and the post topics. And then down here on the landing page is the frequently asked questions section. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of wrap up this video so that it doesn't get too long on us here. And I invite you to, join the group. And again, we're starting March 1st. It'll be, a great way to get that support that you need, and to take that additional struggle off of your shoulders, and so that you can have some of that time, energy, and money back that you can then put towards healing yourself, and put that towards other things that need your time and your energy and money. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you join the VIP membership, and I can't wait to add you to the group.